Let's all admit it. 2022 has not been the best year for Ghana football. There have been highs, there have been lows, and even more lows in terms of that. But 2022 was not the best year in football. We've had better times. We got the high of a World Cup qualification, the low of an elimination from AFCON group stages for the first time since 2006, the high of seeing the Black Stars win an international friendly with Switzerland just before the World Cup, and the low of elimination from the group stages of the World Cup itself. It has been a topsy-turvy season, and compiling the best 11 out of this topsy-turvy year for the Ghana Black Stars has not been a mean feat, and bringing you this one was quite a bit difficult, but I had to do it. Someone had to do it, and I took it upon myself to do just that. Today we're going to talk about the best Ghana Black Stars 11 for the year and the review 2022. As usual, subscribe if you have not, click on the notification bell to get more updates. So we'll jump right into it, and obviously I don't expect everyone to agree with my list. This has to do with players who have shown consistent form when putting on the jersey of the Black Stars, and consistent form does not mean they have not had bad games. They have had bad games, but the number of good games outweighs the number of bad games, and you have to find the balance. Without much ado, let's get right into it. In the goalkeeping department, I would go with Jojo Wollacott. Unfortunate for him and painful that he did not take part in the World Cup. Not everyone's favorite, especially after the blunders versus Brazil. He was not a fan's favorite heading into the World Cup, and he got injured and failed to make it to the World Cup. He was not a fan's favorite at the AFCON, and many felt that every shot he faced, he was going to concede. But he was the hero for the Ghana Black Stars versus Nigeria in a playoff for the World Cup, which many did not fancy Ghana to make it through. Joe Wollacott in that night at the Moshood Obiola Stadium was immense. Wollacott did his job and got us over the line and into the World Cup. For a keeper who had just come into the team when Richard Ofori got injured, he stood tall and did what needed to be done. We thank him for that, and unfortunate that he did not take part in the World Cup. His performances were a bit not up there, but he is someone who clearly learns from his mistakes. He has shown that, and Joe Wollacott will be my number one in this starting 11 of the best. At right back, I would go for Alidu Seidu, and a revelation here for the Ghana Black Stars in that position this year. We had Tariq Lamptey joining us, but at the time he joined us, he did not do much to convince me ahead of Alidu Seidu. Alidu Seidu came into my limelight at the Kirin Cup, where everyone really saw something in this guy. He was named in the final Black Stars team heading into Qatar 2022, and no one was surprised with his performances, especially versus Portugal and then versus Uruguay. He was a great man in that right back position, and he shone throughout that tournament. He is my right back. I'll go with a 3-back system, and it has to do with our top 3 defenders of this year. Alexander Djiku and Daniel Amate were immense, getting us over the line in Abuja versus Nigeria. Immense guys, those top 2. But when this guy, after so many months of pursuing him, joined us, there was some elegance to it. Mohamed Salisu will be the last person to make up my back 3. These 3 guys, when they play together and on their day, are impenetrable. Unfortunately, in the World Cup, it was a great first half versus Portugal with these 3 guys playing in that 3-back system, but all crumbled after a few changes by Coach Otto Addo. It was not the best, but these 3 were a limelight and shining lights in the World Cup and also in qualification. Salisu not in the qualification, but when he came in, he was great. At left back, I'll go with Gideon Mensah. I liked him very much when we played the qualifiers versus Nigeria. In other friendly games as well, he was good. And I think he deserves this one, especially following his performances at the World Cup in Qatar. In midfield, I was contemplating this one a bit, but I think Salis Abdul Samed, despite the time he came in and despite the little we had seen of him, makes it into my best 11 this year. Salis Abdul Samed, oh boy, that guy is good. He was good for Ghana. Daniel Kofi deserves to be in here. This was a tough one for me, contemplating between him and Thomas Partey, but I felt that Kofi did enough this year. At the AFCON in the final game, which we lost versus Comoros, Kofi was amazing. Despite that loss, he looked like the hungrier one of all the players that were in the team. In the World Cup qualifier, despite not getting a goal, you could feel his influence along with Elisha Owusu. I think Kofi gets in here ahead of Thomas Partey. For me, Kamaldeen Sulemana has had an injury-ravaged year, and putting him in here, I really thought hard about it. It was quite tricky for me, but the few minutes he got this year, especially in the World Cup, showed to me that probably he should have been given more opportunities for the Ghana Black Stars. Kamaldeen, we've known him, has been a threat and has been really potent for the Ghana national team. I think this is the reason why I put him in there. Not everyone will agree with my 11, as I said, but Kamaldeen deserves to be in there. On the other flank will be Joseph Paintsil. Yeah, the best player for Ghana at the AFCON. Unfortunate that he did not play the next game after that. It was quite shocking for me and the Milovan Rajabak why we were having that issue. Kamaldeen also was good at AFCON. Some say he was over dribbling, not passing the ball faster, not progressing passes faster. But this guy, Joseph Paintsil, recently just scored a winner for his club side Genk in their cup game. He is doing what he needs to do to make a case for himself for the Black Stars team as we prepare for our AFCON qualifiers. Surely he deserves to be in here. And in the false 9 position, I'll put in none other than Kudus Mohammed. Kudus has been the revelation of the year, scoring goals for fun at the World Cup, 2 goals in a game versus South Korea. Tried to do it all by himself versus Uruguay, but could not in the end. Kudus Mohammed deservedly will play a false 9 here for me, as he does at Ajax. So that is my starting 11 for the Black Stars of 2022. Let me know what you think in the comments box. A 3-4-3 formation here as the Black Stars best 11 of 2022. Do you agree with me? Who should have been in there? Who did I omit? Let me know what you think in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your evening.